Hi, everyone. Dr. Frankie here, and I've got another episode for you, and we're going to cover an important topic today. Before we jump in, I want to thank those of you who have subscribed to my channel since last week. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Definitely, if there's anything that you hear that I cover that you think somebody would benefit from, please share. If you have any reactions to what I say, please post below, comment, and I often check the comments to see if there's any opportunity for me to respond. And thank you so much. I'm really grateful for all of you who tune in on a regular basis. And those of you who are new to the channel, I'm a clinical psychologist, sports certified sex therapist, and I've been in the industry for over 2 decades doing this work, and I love it. And I'm here with you every week, every Thursday. There's also a podcast called Love, Laughs, and Lessons that gets released weekly, where we have an expert on the show talking about everything, whether it be sex, dating, romance, relationships, flirting, everything related to intimacy and connection. My goal in life really is to help people have healthier, happier, fuller, more connected relationships. So I'm glad to have you all here on this journey with me. And one last thing is that if you're single and you're wanting to find relationship-minded folks who are compatible with you, similar values, professionals that are looking for a quality partnership, then definitely get into our network, make a call, schedule a call with us. If you're straight, visit us at drfrankie.com or littleblackbookmatchmaking.com. And if you're part of the LGBTQ plus IA community, visit us at littlegaybook.com and feel free to schedule a complimentary call where we can answer all of your questions about matchmaking, because most people don't have a frame of reference, right? It's a pretty unique service. So even though it's been around for hundreds of years. Anyway, so thanks so much for listening to all of that. And I am going to just jump into today's topic, which is what kind of desire is normal early in a relationship. So much can be really confusing in the early days of a relationship. Navigating sex and desire at this stage can be really tricky. Are you having sex too much and that means the connection is just physical, maybe? Are you not having sex enough and that may mean the connection isn't actually strong enough? It's easy to get in your head about it all. And today I want to share with you what you need to know about what kind of desire is actually appropriate for the beginning of a dating relationship. High libido early in a relationship. For many people, it's common to feel intense and frequent sexual desire early in a relationship or dating. A major relational driver for many people is novelty, the intensity of everything being new, exciting, and revealing of the person you're interested in, including sex. Sex can also be correlated with intimacy and connection. So at the beginning stages of dating, we're almost overdosing on connection. We're learning a lot more about the person we're seeing very rapidly, and probably spending a lot of long dates and late hours just talking and developing emotional intimacy. For many people, this emotional connection feels linked to desire for physical connection and may make us feel more emotionally connected to our date, which is often what we're looking for in the early days. When we're riding several months long connection high, sex with this new and exciting person may feel totally intoxicating, which is really normal. Alternatively, we may be strongly drawn to sex with new partners because we don't have much emotional intimacy established with them yet, before we know the true inner landscape of the person we're actually seeing. It's easy to focus entirely on their physical attractiveness and the broad signals they're sending to our attachment programming. And if you want more about that, want to learn more about that, attachment theory and all that, look back to previous videos because I definitely cover it. For instance, an example is if the tall, dark, and gorgeous person you've been seeing for a few weeks is totally your physical type and also doesn't always respond to texts for a day or two, revving up your anxious attachment style, it's possible that this will express itself as an intense desire to have as much sex with this person as possible because it's triggering that part of you. Lower libido early in a relationship, there are a lot of entirely valid reasons why you might experience, a lower desire for a new partner early in the relationship. First, it's important to remember that no two people on earth have the same sex drive. Someone is always going to be the person who wants sex less. And there's no moral component to that. It could be that you always have a lower sex drive than your new date. And with good communication and care, that doesn't need to be an issue. It's also possible that rather than being drawn to the novelty, you're someone whose sexual attraction is predicted on trust and intimacy. For many people, desire is something that grows alongside deepening intimacy with a new person. And they feel most drawn to sex with people they actually trust really deeply. And this is often a very healthy and sustainable pattern for connection for folks. Remember also that your sense of what constitutes low libido may be subjective or based on anxieties. It's easy to imagine everyone else is having more, better, more adventurous sex than we are. You may feel like having average desire for a new date means they aren't really the one. After all, if they were, wouldn't we want to rip their clothes off constantly? In reality, though, it's rare to sustain that kind of intensity of desire, no matter how special the connection truly is. Shifting context dependent desire. Our bodies and brains are really complex, and this includes our relationship to sexual desire and attraction. Sexual desire is about more than just physical type of our partner. It's also impacted by our levels of stress and mental health, our relationships with our own bodies, the specific emotional and sexual dynamic we've built with the particular person, our psychological safety in the relationship, and even the other relationships in our lives, like challenging family dynamics, for example. It's completely possible you find your level of desire and attraction shifting from day to day or situation to situation, in fact. You felt totally fired up while making out in the front seat of the car while dropping them off at work, but you feel ambivalent about sex after an hours long romantic date when you have the whole evening ahead of you. It's completely normal if this describes you. It may be worthwhile to work on befriending and familiarizing yourself with your own internal sexual landscape. What turns you on most and why? What circumstances or context does sex feel best to you in? Are there certain sex acts like kink or anal that are important to you and you're less interested in sex if they aren't on the table? It may also be worth thinking about what kind of sexual dynamic you're into. It's possible you're interested in mainly bottoming or topping, but have been trying to have kinds of sex that actually don't really resonate with you. Regardless of the outcome of that process of sexual exploration, it's okay if your desire waxes and wanes at the outset or throughout your entire relationship, actually. Direct and transparent communication will set you and your partner up for success as far as being on the same page sexually. So that's what I got for you all today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. I'm sending you big hugs, kisses, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Take care, everyone. Bye.